KGMJAM, owner Pro Advertisers Club, another episode of Old School Runescape Hardcore Iron Man Edition. And I am in the city of Falador trying to finish up the Pirates quest, which I did. And at the end of it, you're going to end up here at the statue here, right? Salador, Saladay, whatever his name is. And every green little square box that you see is where I was digging. Because it says, if you read the note you got, it says, visit to the city of the White Knight. In the park, Saradomin points to the X which marks the spot. Okay. Well, look, I dug, did all over there, came back over here. And so finally, I'll be honest, I cheated. I looked it up. It was right here at this blue, right there. Okay. And it says X marks the spot, but I can't see no X there. I don't know. Anything like that looks like an X to you? I mean, the flowers maybe. I don't know. But you also have to fight and kill a gardener, which the gardener, before I found it, had a yellow arrow above it bouncing up and down on top of his head, and then it attacked me when I clicked on it. So I killed it first, but you have to kill that, dig that up, and then what you win is 400 gold. And I can show, wait, I played for 1 day 4 hours. 1 day and 4 hours already. Okay, the Pirate's Treasure. I found the treasure, gained 2 quest points, and gained access to the pay fare option to travel to and from KGMJAM. So the captain back there, Redbeard, whatever his name is, now I can travel to the main island, I guess, of KGMJAM. So that is completed. But you know, something else about this park that I wanted to touch on. This has some very great, or I don't want to use the word great, but important history in the OSRS game, or Runescape for that matter, either one. And that was right here, there used to be a plaque, and it's gone. I came across a video yesterday, and it was called the Falador Massacre. So I started watching it, and evidently some players, it was like an hour-long documentary, right? And I'm going to advise you go look it up and watch it. But evidently some players that had built a house, when they teleported out of the house, they had a built-in PvP, player versus player underneath in the dungeon. But when they teleported out, it brought a bug out, because at that point the construction ability was new. So when they teleported out, it made PvP go all over the place. And evidently some players are quicker than others, and I'm probably on the slower end, but they picked up on that and started killing other players. And you're like, well, why the hell would they do that? Good luck on, if you figure that out, you can probably solve all the world's problems. But they started hacking and slashing and killing and stealing everybody's, green hats. And there were so many people here that if you kill somebody, you can't log out of the game for 10 seconds. There were so many people here that they could keep killing and killing and killing, so that even by the time they finally contacted the people in New Zealand, or wherever they're at, of JAG, they couldn't get them off. And they started shutting people down and banning them. And finally there was this one guy who was just an absolute, I don't know what his problem was, but he just could not get enough killing. And it's an amazing story. Go listen to it. But anyway, this happened back in 2006, I believe. That's, what, almost 20 years ago? Okay? And they put a plaque here, and it's gone now. And it was replaced by a graveyard, which I can't find. I don't know. I'm assuming I'm in the right park. duck park. In the pictures, it shows the plaque there sitting next to this guy. So I know it used to be right here, but it's not. So if you're not aware of that or you haven't seen the video, I'll go try to find out. I should have known it already what the video was and direct you right to it. But just type in Falador Massacre and it's going to pop up. Okay. So as of right now, I'm not doing any quest. All right, I'm all done with that. So what I want to do is actually just work on. I'm at a higher level now. I've got more access to higher trees. I'm getting more experience. So I'm off tonight. I'm gonna spend the night just building up my character. I've already made my mind up to do that. And I'm also going to upgrade to the membership for a whole year. I'm going to do that tonight. I get paid, and I got enough now. So I'm going to take care of all that. Other than that, yeah, if you don't want to do all this digging like I did, just go right to here and dig, and you're going to win this ring, 400 gold. Let me see what else. I think the Sassfire or something like that, and I think a couple points for quest points and whatever. So here's what I'm real excited about in the membership. Is right here. Thieving members only. That's I've already been running into a lot of things where you have to be a member, so that was making it. But this ability right here, I'm going to have fun with. At least I think I will. So we'll see. And I haven't even really touched magic yet. I got so much to work on, but I'm almost got one that's up to 19. Excuse me. I'm almost up to 200 total levels. So I'm going to try to do that tonight. I'm going to spend the night pickpocketing and just messing around. Going to lay low on the quest for right now. Thank you for everybody who's subscribed and left a comment. Please like, subscribe, and follow. I'm still alive. Still, going on, what, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 hours. So let's see how long I can stay alive. Because remember, as a hardcore Iron Man, I can only die one time. Now, it ain't the end of the world if I die. I just become a regular Iron Man. Okay, and what's an Iron Man? Well, it means you can't use the general exchange, which, man, I would love to use it. I can see why people meant don't do it. But you can have a lot of fun with the general exchange. But it's also, it made me stop and smell the roses in the game. So I've been spending a lot more time just, talking to people. It slowed me down, instead of running off and doing stuff and passing up a lot of the side stuff. And I can use a bank to store, but I can't pick up objects, players, unless it's a generated object. I can't trade stuff with other players. I can talk to them, I believe. I don't know if I'm high enough to do the chat yet. Now somebody, and I didn't get their name, they came by and they said, hello, enjoying your videos, keep up the good work. And I thought I could come back and get his name, look him up, and then what I was going to do was attach him to down here. Friends list. I was going to try to friend him. And so if you know how, I got to look it up. You can, if there's an entire history, if this is kept or maybe it's discarded, I don't know, but I can leave a message. I said thank you back in it if that's what this is. So I don't know. Also, I was watching a video where a guy he had the voices of the NPCs automated, where you wouldn't have to read it, they would say it out loud. So I don't know if that's a installation that you got to get, or something that you got to upload, or maybe that's for membership. I'll find out. I'm having a lot of fun trying to figure out all the things I get for membership. So again, thank you for watching. Have a nice day.